isn't what you think it is. Powered by AI, it gives you access to powerful AI tools that can help you go viral fast. Whether you're a pro or a total beginner, CapCut is all-in-one tool you need to create videos like this one. It helped me get over 80,000 views and 1,700 subscribers, and this video is only 4 minutes long. Want to see how CapCut's AI tools work? Make sure to watch till the end because some of these tools will definitely surprise you. Let's dive in. Okay, so probably CapCut is nothing new for anyone who is watching this channel or anyone who is basically watching anything on YouTube. So I want to show you what you can actually do with CapCut because this is not so obvious. Sometimes you can be surprised how many things you can do with that. And for this reason, I will use the video that I presented you in the intro. I already put everything on the timeline that we will need. And there's also a bonus, like I didn't have, for example, my face added in the original clip. So let me first walk you through what we'll have here, and then I will show you what you can do with CapCut because this is really powerful, especially that is powered by AI. So this is, let's say, the whole interface. When you add your clips, you're able to see them here, and then here is your timeline. So I put already the clip from my YouTube video, so you can see here the whole clip, and we'll make it better. I will not show you just how to cut everything, but I will show you how to add all the effects, how to make it even better than the video before. So let's start with text-to-speech because this is something that I didn't know for a long time. But in CapCut, you can actually generate speech, high-quality speech, I would add. So let's start with my voiceover here. All you have to do, you need to generate your captions first. So we go ahead over to captions section. This is important. If you have your own voice, you can identify filler words, or if you just have text, you can just add your captions just like so you upload the file. However, since I have the audio here, we'll just generate auto captions. So we just hit generate, and then you'll be able to see my captions in a minute. Then you can, of course, edit them. So I will show you this in a second. But first, let's edit your captions. So we have a few options. So as I mentioned, you can change font, settings, change the style. And when I was using captions before, my favorite style was this or that. They are quite, you can see them very clearly. So I was using either this one or this one. So if you would like to use captions, you can use them. Here we can pick scale, or if you would like to change opacity, for example, so it's not that visible, or you can remove the stroke or add stroke. I usually add it to make it look better. You can add a background. However, in this case, I don't need a background. I think it looks better without the background. You can add curve like that. You can add shadow, you can add glow as well, which is important in some cases. Then you have also templates. You can pick some captions from the templates of this. So for example, with this template, it looks like that. I would say it looks even more engaging than my previous text that you could see on the screen. And it's without even editing, because the text that you can see here, this text above, is text that I was doing it manually. But now, for example, these templates that you can see right below, it looks even more engaging than the text above. So you don't need to edit anything in any other program. You just upload your captions, you pick the template, and you have beautiful captions with animations as well. Of course, there are plenty of options, but I would say this and these two, they look really amazing. But as you can see, there are plenty of templates here. So pick whatever you prefer. Then you can pick bubble. So let's say if you want to imitate a conversation or something like that, you can pick a bubble as well, but it's not something that I will be using right now. You shouldn't use it with, let's say, all the captions, only with parts of it. And then you can also pick effects. So we have some effects available. Let's see, for example, what is this one or this one. So, okay, so here we see that, it's just changing the way our text looks. So then you can pick your effects as well. However, let me come back to templates and then let me pick this template. So we have this template ready. So that's that. Now you can also put animation. With animations, you need to be careful. It depends what you want to show. If you are looking just to create subtitles for your video, but you are not looking to have anything that is not visible on the screen, like for example here, it's not just captions. This is something to make it more visual appealing. So in this case, you need to just play around with those tools a little bit, and something like that can be visible throughout the whole video when you have something that you want to show on the main screen. However, for most part, when you are just adding subtitles, it's not needed. However, as I mentioned, if you need something that is visible on the screen and you really want to make it look good, then here you have all these options, right? For example, this one looks interesting, or something like that too. You have in, out, or loop. So in loop, here this floats, for example, good. So You remember I had, let's say, these subtitles here that you can see on the screen. Now if you add floating, you can make it look good, right? So this is how you can add the animation, right? Here is the one example. Here is the next one, or this one, for example, looks nice in my opinion. This one is good too. This one is very similar to this one that I have on my screen right now. You need to play with it a little bit, and then you find something that will be exactly what you want. So then you can basically create something like I have here. But let's go back to text to speech. So hit here. Then you can pick your voice, and then it's basically all you have to do. So for example, let me pick Jesse and generate speech. Okay, so now we have a speech, and as you can see, sometimes it will happen that some parts of your voiceover will be actually too longer than the text itself. So then all you have to do is just need to play around with this tool a little bit, get exactly like you want. For example, you need to put this part here, and now it will sound good, right? When I put it here, then it sounds like it should.
Is making $50,000 a month for extremely simple YouTube shorts.
Okay, so this is, let's say, one part. We can try other voices as well. Let me try the next one that in my opinion, is funny and is also quite popular on memes on, for example, TikTok or Instagram. So here's the second one. Let me, again, do the same thing. So I just move it a little bit like that. And then I'll add this part here. So here is the second voice.
This faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for extremely simple YouTube shorts.
And this voice, when I hear this voice, it reminds me of all these memes with dogs on Instagram or TikTok, but nevertheless, it's an interesting voice. It's kind of unique. So this is how you can do it. And here is also how you can generate captions very, very easily. But it's not all. There is more than that. So we have our captions, and then you can also translate those captions. So now in here, when you have captions, you pick bilingual captions, and then you can translate it to another language. Now we have English. Let's change it, for example, to Polish, because I know Polish, so I know if it will do a good job or not. And now let's generate it. Of course, make sure that your voice is turned on. Otherwise, you will not be able to generate your captions. Okay, and here we go. Let me turn off this one for a second. This faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for extremely simple YouTube shorts. Okay, so this is perfect. Now we have these captions. So now based on these captions, you can generate the whole new video. It did a very good job when translating this text into Polish. So the translation is good. So this is the next thing. You would like to create captions in other languages. But what I want to show is that you can change your voice as well. So when you pick your voice and then you head over here, you have option that is called voice changer. And you have voice filters and voice characters and also speech to song. So let's try voice filters first. This faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for this faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month. This faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for extremely simple YouTube shorts. In fact, I created 300 of them in just... This faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for extremely simple YouTube shorts. In fact, this faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for extremely simple YouTube shorts. In fact, I created three... Okay, Tube TV is a great filter in my opinion because it is something that you can use when you're telling something about the past, something like that. So this is, in my opinion, a very good filter. Let's try a few more. This faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for extremely simple YouTube short. And for example, if you have true crime channel or something like that, you also have this deep option here. So let me show you what it sounds like.
$50,000 a month for extremely simple YouTube shorts. In fact, I created 300 of them in just 10 minutes for...
So this is really good. So this is the first thing, which is called voice filters. Now we have also voice characters. So let's see, for example, Mermaid. This faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for extremely... Okay, that was funny. Let's see Queen.
Simple YouTube shorts. In fact, I created 300 of them in just 10 minutes for free. In this video, I will show...
Okay, that's also interesting. So I'm a queen. Okay, we have even ASMR. Let's see.
Shorts. In fact, I created 300 of them in just 10 minutes for free. In this video, I will show you how.
Okay, that's also interesting. Let's see Positive Guy.
For extremely simple YouTube shorts. In fact, I created 300 of them in just 10 minutes for free.
Okay, That sounds good. So this was the second option, which was basically voice character, and then speech to song. So this is something that I'm really afraid to test, but let's see what it sounds like. Let's pick, for example, hip hop. This faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for extremely simple YouTube shorts. In fact, I created 300 of them in just 10 minutes. This is quite funny. Let's check one more. Let's check jazz. Okay, so here we go. This faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for extremely... Okay, and let's try reggae as well. This faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for extremely simple YouTube shorts. In fact, I created 300 of them. Okay, it's a very nice feature, but you need to have a very high quality voice that you upload here. Or if you generate it with this tool, then it will work definitely better. But since the voice here was mine and it was recorded in a poor environment, then it doesn't really sound that well. But this is a great feature. This is a great tool if you are looking to improve or make people watch your video for longer. So this is what I want to show you, how you can generate a speech and how to change your voices. So now what we have right now is let me turn them off. Now let's work a little bit on our transitions and effects. So at this point, you can see here is my face. Let me change this part a little bit. So what I need to do, I need to just create compound clip. So we have one clip here. Now all I have to do is go to video, mask, and then pick a mask. So in this case, it is circle. I usually use circle for all my masks. So this is how you can do it. You can change the size a little bit, something like that. To make it even more interesting, you can add feather a little bit. So then all the edges are feathered. So this is beginning. Let's change size to 50. And I usually put myself here a little bit on the side. Okay, so this is the first part. We finished with, let's say, all the clips that we have. Now let me put some animation in front of the, let's say, to make it look good from the beginning. Right now we don't need a sound, so we have unfold, for example. Then we have swoosh. Click open. I usually use click open. It looks kind of interesting. Then we also have this horizontal blur. We have zoom 2. We have sticky note. Sticky note also looks good in my opinion. There's a slide as well. Okay, for this case, let's leave slide. And let's put here some animation on intro as well. I usually like to put zoom when I launch my videos. So let's start like that. This is how I start nearly all of my videos. And this is what I recommend you to do as well. But before we dive into the next step, there's also one more thing that I want to show you. So you have all kind of effects. For example, you can add effects to your clip, but you can also add effects to your body. So you have video effects and body effects here, and here you have a few different options. For example, something like that. When you are, you can see a copies of yourself or something like that as well, which is interesting. So your whole body will be marked. Of course, it doesn't work that well right now because it's only my head here. But let's see lightning eyes. So lightning eyes, this is interesting filter or effect in my opinion. There are a few more that I like. Bright idea, this is also something interesting. Or for example, these flame eyes, this flame in my opinion looks also very nice. In some cases you can to make it look more interesting. This is an effect that is very popular on TikTok or Instagram, so you can also use it here if you would like to make something a little bit more funny. Or for example, you are adding a character and you want to laugh out of this character, then you can add a filter like this. There is also other tools like, for example, electric shock. So there are plenty of effects that you can use with a body. Let's maybe try one more. We have electric eyes. This one also looks interesting. We have, for example, tidal effect. Also looks interesting. So there are plenty of effects that you can use, and they only work with bodies. For example, we have also pixel mask, and this is great if you want to present that you're having an interview with someone, but you don't want people to know who this person is. So this is how you can tease a little bit. So this pixel mask, in my opinion, is great. Then you have infinite travel, big head. Let's say, okay, big head is also interesting. I know a few creators were using this big head before to make this video look a little bit more funny. You can use also, for example, red devil. This is interesting if you would like to see that someone is, for example, a dangerous person. You can use red face if someone is getting angry. And this is a very nice effect in my opinion. There is also hellfire, but hellfire in this case will not work because we are using the mask here. We have sparkly angel. So It's not something that I will use, but it's also another filter that you have. You have gorilla face. So plenty of filters, like let's say TikTok filters that you can see on TikTok. Plenty of filters. I just want to show you a few of them. Here is, let's say, the last one. Okay, this will be the last one, horror clown. So for example, if you are changing topics, right, one time you're talking about something scary, then you can also add the horror clown here. But for this case, let me just use the lightning eyes for a second, and then we'll proceed from here. Now let me change the size of myself to 50. So again, we will be placing myself here. And now let me add this effect here. So now we can also change how strong this effect is. Let me just leave it as it is. So we'll have this lightning eyes throughout the whole video. So that was one effect that I want to show you. Now let's jump to video effects. So now in video effects, we have blurs, flashes, camera movement, but there are a few that I usually use with my videos. However, they are not the only ones that you can see here. For example, this might be useful lightning, or raindrops if you would like to add it to your clip to make it more real, for example. But let me show you video effects that I'm usually using. So here are my favorite video effects. And you could see that, for example, sometimes I'm using explosion. So when I present something interesting, I usually will use this effect. We can even leave it here as it is. We can just make it a little bit shorter. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so this is all right. We'll leave it here. Question marks. We can, for example, put question marks somewhere, let's say somewhere here. So this is how you can add effects. And effects you can add in two ways. So you can add it either on top of everything, or you can add it into a specific clip, right? So once again, when you put question mark, and then you can add it to only one clip. So then when the clip is visible, people will be able to see it. Later, it's not visible anymore. It depends on you. Sometimes if you want to cover more space, then it will be better to use it on top of that. But if you want to use only as on specific section, then you can just drag and drop it in this particular way. So this is how you use it. For example, here, when we are talking about how much this channel is making, we can pick the quick math. Then we have a quick math, how much money they are making. So this is how you add effects, right? Now, you need to also know how to edit your videos. So for example, when you are adding one clip and it's just intro, I would say the first 30 seconds is very important to put as many clips as possible to make it look good. So now let me just put this below. I usually add all the effects below my face. So if there is any character that will be visible, I add all the visual effects below this person. So you are only changing the video, but not the person that is actually presenting on or talking on this video. And I recommend you do the same. Now, you need to know when you're creating a video and it's, as I mentioned, intro. So let's say the first 30 or 20 seconds, you need to keep your viewers engaged. So I recommend you changing scenes every 2, 3, up to 5 seconds. I wouldn't say you should spend more. However, if you have videos, for example, video can be up to 5 seconds long, but you shouldn't go more than that. So as I would say, what I'm showing you right now, it can make or break your channel if you do it well, or if you do it properly, or you just, do whatever you want. So as you can see, I changed scene. We have what? We have 1 second. Now we have 1 more second. I changed the scene. So it takes some time, but sometimes it is worth it. When you, for example, are getting paid for a video, or this video will generate $10,000 for you, then it's worth it, in my opinion. So we change it, and now we also need to add some transitions and then also voice effects. So here we have transitions, we have pulls, and let me use again my favorite transitions. So I have zoom shake, tremble zoom, blue zoom out, flashback, mix, rotate, and whoosh. And rotate I usually use when there is a longer section, and I just use it between those 2 sections. So we have something like that, and when we are rotating to the next one. Zoom shake is one of my favorites too. So it's basically something like that. Then whoosh I use whoosh for something that is very short, because we don't have much time for it, and mix the same if there is something very short, something like that, right? So let me put maybe one more. Flashback, what flashback will look like here. Okay, flashback is also nice. So now this is how you add your transitions. It's pretty easy. These are my favorites, but there are more the transitions that you can see. There are blur. So for example, there is color blur. There are some basic transitions, so just swipes, or there are masks as well, or slides, or glitches, or camera movements, or light effects. So for example, you just see a lot of light and it's changing into another scene. So this is what I do. Now, there are also two important things that you need to do. So when you're adding transitions, I usually like to add sound effects to it. So what we do, we head over to audio and then to, for example, you can go to yours because I already have some favorite sound effects and music. So here also have TikTok sounds, but we have sound effects as well. So now we can, for example, pick whoosh or, for example, pojo or ponyo. And ponyo is something that I usually use when I use this effect here. So put ponyo here in, let's say something like that. Okay, it looks good. Now here we have just simple transition, so we can use, for example, whoosh. We just need to adjust it a little bit and let's see what it looks like. Okay, it might be all right, or it might be just click. So let me find mouse click. So we have mouse click here and then we put it here. Okay, this one looks better. Here maybe you can put mouse click as well, because these are very short transitions, so we don't need to do that much here. So it looks like this and this. And usually with this effect, I'm using deep whoosh, but I'm editing this deep whoosh a little bit. So what I do, I cut this initial part here because there is no sound here. And I also cut this part after. And then I also change the speed to 1.3. Depends on the clip, but usually it's 1.3. So it's faster and then it also sounds better. So let me show you right now. And now you see it works well. You can even remove this part. People cannot hear it anyway. Okay, so now let me show you the final outcome. But before I do, let me check if sound is alright. Faceless YouTube channel is making 50. Okay, I think I need to make it a little bit more loud. So let's say 7 decibels. And then, of course, we want to reduce noise. Let's see what it sounds like right now. This faceless YouTube channel is making... Okay, it's still not loud enough. And here I forgot to change this part. So here we have 7, here we have 7. Let's see what it sounds like right now. This faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for it. We can increase it even further, in my opinion. Let's pick 10. And then let me show you the final outcome. This faceless YouTube channel is making $50,000 a month for extremely simple YouTube shorts. In fact, I created 300 of them in just 10 minutes for free. In this video, I will show you how you can use ChatGPT and to do the same, so you can start your own faceless YouTube channel today and get monetized tomorrow. And honestly, I've been using CapCut for all my videos, and honestly, nothing else is even close to CapCut. It's incredibly easy to use and the result always look top notch. And if you're ready to take your videos to the next level, click the link in the description and get started now. And of course, if you would like to learn more about how to generate images, videos, and how to take your YouTube to the next level, make sure to watch the video that you can see on the screen right now. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.